Alright. I'm starting the recording immediately unprofessional. Because a row called me a furry. Eggs confirmed. What? I'm not a furry, but I do like raccoons and I do like Backbone. So I'm here to play some Backbone again. This is the Tales Backbone Preludes. I cannot confirm, but definitely deny. I am. Wait, I don't know how that. I was gonna F up that phrasing. That's right. You see, I'm learning. Can't curse the first 60 seconds. I'm not a furry. That was it. I was gonna complicate the wording on that. Let's get into it. Let's see if my computer can handle this. It should be able to. Shiz has a special raccoon tail he puts on. Relax. Clarissa. Gastown Plaza, Bloodworth, age 7. I don't know which thing I was supposed to read first. It's a butt plug, not a... Damn it! That was right at the 60... That was at 59-second mark on the video. I really gotta add the intro videos to these videos. Huh. And now I gotta do voice acting. Shiz is sick. Butt plug and kosher. I might do these as like 30 to 45 minute episodes. We'll see. I'm trying to make shorter videos. We always tend to do like hour-long videos. So let's see. Grandpa. I don't like that one. Oh wait, what is it, Clarissa? Are you okay, Grandpa? Did you hear what I said? Man, did you hear what I said? Oh, I'm sorry, Clarissa. Grandpa was in a different place for a moment, in a sun chair somewhere, resting his tired old legs. Could always cut them in and edit. That's true. I wanted to show you the goose. There's... Well, that's... He told you what he was thinking of, okay. I asked what you were thinking of, Grandpa. Oh, well, I was thinking of a faraway place. One that doesn't exist, Bella. Beyond the mountains. Green leaves, rolling hills. It isn't real. How are you thinking of it? Just keep listening. Air is so clean you could taste it. A place that smells of grass and water, where your lungs are more full than anywhere else. That sounds horrible. That sounds nice. It does, doesn't it? It's nice to dream. Sometimes. You can always imagine the world better than it is now. Someday you might be able to make it real. Okay, I'll try, Grandpa. I have no doubts. You'll grow up to be a very special person, even though you're not a human. I'm sure of it. Like, Grandma? I don't think so. I'm too silly. I'm really funny, Grandpa. Everyone says so. Are we, like, building a character by talking? I don't know. Is that so? Who is this Clarissa exactly? It's me, didn't you know? Oh, that's, she's the one who owns the bar. She's the leader of the mafia. Oh my god. Oh, of course. What is she like? What does she like? She's really fast. Oh, that's not what I meant, Bella. Although I'm sure you are really fast, I'm talking about you. Clarissa Bloodworth, the one and only. No, Grandpa, maybe it'd be easier to be someone else. You don't need to be someone else, Bella. You can just be a better version of yourself. In some ways, that's what it means to grow up. Will that take long? It takes time, that's for certain. But that's the thing. You see, time passes all the time, even when you aren't looking. Just shrug. God, maybe I'm just getting too old. But it feels like the days pass so quickly now. Yesterday already seems like a week ago. About a week ago, we can go. I'm growing every day. Yes, you are. You'll become even bigger and stronger. Can I get smaller and stronger? No. Oh, she becomes like 7 feet tall. Throws me out of a bar. If you're strong, it doesn't matter how big you are. A lot of the strongest people I know are the smallest. You hear that, Ro? Because they're small and they can run between legs of big people. Oh, in a way, yes. The point is, Clarissa, that how big you are doesn't matter. It's easy for you to say you're huge, Grandpa. Okay, I'm gonna flip-flop 3 times. If I say, no, I'm gonna be big, after I said I want to be small. Okay, I still want to be small. I suppose we'll see. I think you'll be big and strong. This big. That's big. She didn't do it. Maybe you'll be even bigger. My arms aren't that long, but maybe they will be. I'm sure they will, Bella. I hope so too. Come end of fall, the winds will grow. Then twisting branches cusp the snow, and but spring will, oh my god, can you read? Will free what cold held dear. Give way for one more year. Forgive me, Clarissa, I just remembered something. A poem. I read it a long time ago. It just came back to me, just like that. What made you think of it? Oh. Ooh, okay. Years passing by, Bella. Time itself, I suppose. Tell me, what will you be when you're older? Who do you want to be? It's a Kingdom Hearts-ass moment. Alright. I'm on the heart portraits. Inside Sora's heart. Here we go. Cunning. I want to be really smart, really clever, ambitious. I want to be just like you, Grandpa. I'll be a big boss. I want people to listen to me. Powerful. Ooh. I mean, she's already all three of these things in the future. And that's the problem with playing a prequel. Well. I'd say you're halfway there already. There's no halfway, Grandpa. You can never get smart enough. See? You're already more clever than your old grandpa. A little bit. Don't worry, I'll help you out, Grandpa. I think you're smart in a grandpa kind of way. Well, whatever you do, Clarissa, don't forget that being smart isn't everything. Knowing things and being right is no substitute for being kind. Your father, well, some people tend to forget that. Damn, why are you taking shots at my dad? What? I won't. Thanks for always teaching me things, Grandpa. I won't. Hey, Grandpa, I love you. Sure. I love you too, Clarissa. I couldn't ask for a better grandchild. Now come. I think it's time for dinner, shall we? Shrug one last time. So you could have just shrugged through that whole interaction. Nice. Sweet ice. The backbone Preludes. It is like a beautifully made game, though. Oh shit! You get to choose. You can go through it as 4 different people. Who the fuck is Eli? I forgot who Eli was. Love the style. Yeah, that's really what drew it to me. Damn, I think I want to save Howard for last because that's who we started with in the last game, and ended with. Okay, so this is. Holy shoot. Okay, so regardless, all paths lead the same place, but it's about how you. All right. So. Okay, continue. I kind of want to. Alright, all their lives are kind of built the same way. Alright, let's continue with Clarissa for now. That's incredible. Like it's been like a year in between these 2 games. Howard, first year. Thaddeus, Rock, Faculty of the Arts. Oh, okay, so it's gonna bounce back and forth. Huh, not often you get to see one of us in marble. No, that initial trailer for Backbone with the rain and everything, beautiful. That's what really made me want to play this game. Thinking you weren't here for the open day. I really wanted to be here for it, but I had some things come up back home. Ah, that sucks. You didn't miss much, to be honest. It felt more like a sales pitch than anything. Yeah, the brochure was pretty shiny, alright. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not exactly the Ritz. I've never been to the Ritz. Maybe the Ritz isn't even the Ritz. I'm over here being mad nosy. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Honestly, I'm liking the vibe right now. I think this is the part our parents were talking about when they say school is the best years of your life. Sure, it's starting to feel that way. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Empty. Guess I'm here early. That's that or cloaks are out of fashion. Looks like rich kids. Can't relate.
Hey!
Wisconsin. Oh, hey there. A fresh face. Are you here to study? You're new, right? I never forget a face. Howard. Nice to meet you. Whoa, howdy, Howard. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Wisconsin, and I'm your resident assistant. Oh, my RA. And your best friend, too, if you want one. Did you tell me where my room is? Haha, not just yet. Why not? You see, I like to start things off with fun new students. Start things off fun with new students. Okay, whatever, bro. Bro, okay. A scavenger hunt. Why, though? I'm gonna push back a little bit. It's fun. It lets us get to know each other and have fun on campus. You know, like friends. Alright, sure. Looks incredibly grateful. Who knows? Maybe Wisconsin here will help us with some case down the line. I think also Howard has both ears at this point in the game. That's a very interesting, who knows when he loses it. Yay, alright then. I've hidden 2 things somewhere in this hallway. One of them blue and the other's new. Blue and new? No other clues? It doesn't have to be things I've hidden. You can be creative too. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Yo, can I put my box down? These guys don't look very artsy to me. Intimidating, if anything. In this room, he said. Boy. Okay, I see one thing already. Yep. A blue piece of paper that says you found me. Don't know what I expected. He said 2 things or just 1 thing? Okay. Alright, wow. Oh, what's good, Kid Ankle? Kinda wish you could walk a little bit faster. What the... Alright, is it really just that? Pretty fun, huh? Did you find both something? Not really, I give up. No. I don't give up. Is that in this room? Daddy's Rock, philanthropist and patron of the arts. Never heard of it. Dorm room? Is this our dorm room? 01, no idea if this is my room. Locker. Alright. Looks like a bunch of notes and notices. Let's see. For sale, history textbooks never opened. Looking for a roommate, girl preferable, ask for Freya. Be cute. Okay. Wish I knew if it was my room or not. Nice coat. Looks fairly new to me. Okay. Into the hall. Fingers crossed it's this one, but I have no idea. They're trash. Okay. So now I found 3 things. Great. Okay. That's, oh, I really wish he could walk faster. Can he? Nope. I don't want to listen to these people. Alright. I did.
Yes, yes, yes!
Oh, shucks. Thanks, Howard. Now I bet you want to get to your room, right? It's the one at the end of the hall. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, and your roommate is already there, so don't be surprised if you see a stranger in your room. Haha. Thanks. Okay. Alright, Wisconsin. That's a crazy name. Bro, I'm about to call you Wisconsin from now on. Just cuz. Or Wyoming. Oh. I don't know. You don't want a new nickname? Or you know. Especially after you called me a furry. This is a nice dorm room. Oh, it's Larry. If that's the... I think that's the Larry. I think it is. He becomes a drug addict later? Spoilers. Oh, hey. What's up, loser? What is this? Tag them? Hey. That box looks heavy. It's fine. I'm very strong. You got it, dude. I was gonna ask if you wanted to put it down. I mean, if it'll make you more comfortable. You excited for new Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah. Rocket's definitely gonna die though, so that's gonna be depressing. Okay, cool. Here, pick which bunk you want while you're at it. Do you have a preference? I was thinking of taking top bunk, but you pick. I don't mind. Thanks, man. I'll pick the bottom bunk. Yeah, but you get more first. Oh yeah, with the otter. You comfortably begin to shuffle your possessions onto the lower mattress, which in turn cushions their weight gently. Alright. Thank God now I can walk faster. I didn't watch Ant-Man yet. Gross, good thing it's empty. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. Back room. Plenty of space back there. You know, once you get rid of all the junk. But, hey, can you stop playing with the lights? Dude, I was... Okay, my bad, bro. You're sleeping on the bottom bunk from now on. Bottom bunk, huh? Perfect. I already have my heart set on top bunk. The only one. Howard, by the way. We'll see about that. Howard? Oh, I read that so wrong. We'll see about that, Howard. I'm Larry. Good to meet you. What do you think so far? What do I think about what? The university, the dorm, everything. Oh, did you meet Wisconsin in the hall? Yeah, he had some activities planned. Scavenger hunt, huh? How was it? It was alright. Didn't take long. It was pretty easy, wasn't it? Breezed through it. Then again, I wasn't carrying a big box when I got here. Lucky you. Let's never talk about the box again. Sure. Let's talk about you, man. Tell me about Howard. What do you want to know? It's not a question. What, like, if there's no options, then why isn't... I don't know, man. How come you're here? What are you studying? Mom thinks I need an education. Oh, you know, the cool shit.
Yeah.
And you realize they offered courses in that. Was it hard to get into that program? Too hard. I didn't get in, so I'm majoring in photography instead. No kidding. That's cool, man. Do you have a camera? Yeah, it's in my box that I said I wasn't going to mention. I'm hoping to borrow a better one from you. Vintage. Doesn't vintage just mean it's old as shit? Anyway, I guess you're the expert, so why photography? Ooh. I want to show the world for what it is. I want to connect with people through my art. I'm an artist. Is this what I wanted to do with my art? Why I went to 4 years of art school? No? I'm sure it is. Either way, I can do neither. You have to take pictures of your room and campus. Compass. Bro, you really can't read. Oh, man. This is going to be great, Howie. Yeah, I got a good feeling about this. I think, you know, Howard now, while he's in college, versus Howard in Backbone, maybe he's a little bit more optimistic. Because you don't end up like you do in Backbone if you were always pessimistic. Fuck yeah, Howie and Larry, roommates extraordinaire. Alright, tell me about Larry. Alright, I'm here to study, you know. Why don't you guess? I bet you can't. Alright, what are the stakes? Have you had lunch yet? I'm starving. There's a place around the corner here on campus. You guess my major and I'm paying. You don't, you pay. Deal? Yeah. Sweet, go. Just like that? I don't get to narrow it down? Alright, sure, you can ask one question, nothing too direct. Are you doing something old or something new? What's your major? Alright. If that's your question, that's that. Now go on. Oh. The theory of what? Oh, we are at an art school. Fuck. Classical art? Ding, ding, ding. What's up? Yeah. Beast. Unless his major is whatever I say it is. You got it, dude. Nicely done. Here's to hoping that campus place isn't too expensive, I guess. It's cool, man. Let's split it. A deal's a deal, man. I'm not gonna let you weasel out of any future bet. Okay, they live with weasels. So is that like offensive? I think that's gotta be offensive, right? He said it twice. There aren't gonna be any future bets I lose, loser. This guy right here, I'm the comeback kid. Anyway, you good to go? I'm starving. I'm gonna just play with the lights if I stay. Alright. Nice. Also, that's not weird that they kept the raccoons together in the same room? Okay. Wow, well done. So, let's see, roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So roughly like 8 scenes for each character. Is that 32 scenes? About, give or take. Renee. This is her from 1 to 3 years old? Ooh, radio host. Now I get to use my radio voice. Hold on.
Of course, stepping up. Bravo. What I'm talking about. This marking their 10th consecutive week at the top of the charts. Stellar stuff. Now, before this DJ signs off for the day, it's time for today's stories. Cassius Byrne, Minister of Science, announced today that he would be stepping down from his position after 15 years of service. In a press release, he stated that he was satisfied with the work he had done in the past few years and was looking forward to his retirement.
Perfect. Time for a change of careers, Renee.
A successor is currently being chosen, and a press release from the headquarters of the ministry, City Science City, could not have said that backwards. More. Actually, there's only one way to say that backwards. Stated that a suitable candidate would be announced within the week.
Local journalist Renee Wilson seems like the best candidate. Can't wait to offer her a ludicrous salary.
Did I do the voice? Whatever. In other news, locals in West End are still reeling from the fire that ravaged an entire tenement block last week.
I don't even know what I clicked. Ravage is right. I was there. There was nothing left but rubble.
The fire, which claimed a number of lives, and reported as an unfortunate accident as a result of gas leak. The police department has since stated that they will be investigating other at-risk buildings in the area for similar issues, and are asking citizens to cooperate.
My editor keeps asking me.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the unfortunate souls lost in the fire. That's all for today. This has been Middays with Madison. Next up is Guts and the Steelers with Old Blue.
Okay. Alright, Renee. That article isn't going to write itself. Get to the office and get to work. Wait, hold on. Gather your thoughts. What is that? This is a cool little shot. Can you just stand up? I can. Okay. Ooh. Ro, you need a grow room like this. All right, let's not waste energy. All right, so this is our kitchen. We got these for our wedding. Happy to have the goddess on my side. Lucas can't keep the shepherd. I said you need the grow room, bro. Okay, well. There could be stuff you can check out. Just gonna open everything. Couldn't have dreamed of a nicer kitchen. Still don't feel like cooking. Oh my God. A grow room, bro. I should wrap things up as soon as I can. It's too beautiful outside to stay in the office all day. Okay. Stop wasting energy. Bro, okay. I'm gonna go back in the grow room, bro. A room like this so you could grow. Plants. Yes. Yes. Fishbowl. Hey there, pretty. Just gonna eat the fish later. Luca's office. Toggle light. Oh. Okay, I was like, is this supposed to be a mirror? Like, they usually would show a reflection. You should get some new records and a record players, I suppose. Sofa table. Used to keep my typewriter here back when we moved in. There's still dents in the table. Ooh. Organized shelf. What a mess. Drag and drop items. Pumpkin Festival excites young and old. Stella Renee. Trophies. CPD 5th Annual Bowling Tournament. Yeah, okay. You look like you need some sunlight, baby. You and me both. I don't know what she said about the camera. I was too focused. Too nice to actually brew anything in. Got enough water? Good. That looks stupid. I'm gonna do it like that anyway. Whatever. Lid down. The universal sign for Lucas not being home. Yee. Nah, again, absolutely beautiful game. The work, like, the sprite work is immaculate. Can't wait for my game to crash when I go into a rainy city. Joke's on you, Lucas. I can't clean your office if you always keep the door locked. Stop wasting energy. There we go. It's a beautiful day out. Keep the windows open. Oh, right. I was in the middle of organizing the shelves in here. Shouldn't take long. Terrarium. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey there, Lizzie. Ready for your meal? Alright, well, there you go. Eat that. Oh my god. How much shit does she have that I gotta organize? Put the books where? With books? Nothing but old article clippings. I feel like a clock should be, you know. Yeah. Does this really matter? Like, does this actually matter? There, much better. Did I actually, like, feed the stupid iguana? Oh, I did. Okay. No, get out, close it, close it. I already fed you. Back to the apartment. Terminal. Typewriter. This thing hasn't been seen much action since I got a terminal. Maybe I'll come back to it someday. Wee. New work. This is where it all started. Felt like I finally had a moment to prove myself. Renee. Seen a lot of positive responses on the pieces you wrote about the Gastown geezers. Really fun, colorful stuff. Keep it up. You'll be a regular on features in no time. Now for a grim change of pace. Wachowski's off this week, so I am gonna need you to work on the follow-up piece about the fire at the West End. There's apparently some similar developments and residents are worried about a repeat. So I'm getting told to run something that will help settle those concerns. I've attached some of the public... Where did I just lost myself because I scrolled down. I've attached some of the public reports and the first notice we ran on it. Look into what happened and see if there's some way you can spin it into seeming more like a rare accident than a serious fire threat. Oh, and I skimmed the reports and it sounds like the guy was messing around with stuff he didn't understand. That might be your angle. Either way, let's see if we can quell this fire hazard hysteria so we can get back to what we do best. But what if... So we're spinning stories? Okay, sure. Deadlines. As far as an editor goes, he's not the worst. I should try to wrap this up by today. Then again, I said that yesterday too. The fire case. Renee, I know you want to keep looking into the fire case, but we have to run something soon. You're not a detective, you're a writer. Leave solving crimes to the police. The only reason I keep letting you work on it for so long is because your other write-ups are stellar. But if you keep going like this, we'll be pushing the boundaries of what news is. I mean that in the sense of being late to the party. Life's too short to be a perfectionist. Please have something for me by Wednesday. Love you. Poor Lucas still hasn't figured out how to work the terminals. I don't mind, it's kind of cute. Hey Sugar, finally got a terminal set up on my desk. Hope you get this. I don't know how you write so fast on these. Papery work is going to be a nightmare. I love you. Smotch, Lucas. Fire case. Or Renee. This was a big ask on my part. Both surprised and proud that he managed to get them for me. Here it is, but don't get your hopes up. Sorry for the wait on this. Scene statements are usually not for the public to see, so they had to strike a lot of it to protect the lives of the officers. Hopefully this will put your worries to rest a bit. Love you, Lucas. Alright, here's the main report. Just wish so much hadn't been redacted. Detective Jack Huey. Location West End, 44 on 2nd Street. Crime scene report. Suspect's apartment is small, maybe 500 square feet, and in a poor state. Living conditions are working class, typical of West End. Hallway entry wallpapers coming off by the ceiling. Body was found close to the door. Beaver, looks to be in mid-20s. Mackenzie arrived at the same time as me. Inspected the body while I had a look around. Didn't take long. The suspect had 3 bullet wounds. One in the abdomen, one in the torso, and one in the neck. The one in the neck was particularly gruesome, but Mackenzie's initial conclusion was that the suspect bled out. It mustn't have taken too long on account of all the wounds. I'm guessing Miss Giannopoulos won't be required to do much of an autopsy. The suspect, Beaver, was wearing pants and suspenders, but no shirt. Body stained with blood, but there's a fine dusting over the upper torso. Mackenzie tells me it's soot, and I can't argue. The head is similarly blackened by soot or redacted, but it looks like the suspect made an effort to wipe it off. Top left shoulder looks like it has a burn mark. Mackenzie confirms it, saying it's very recent, probably today. Off to the side of the body is a tire iron, old and rusted. Some of the suspect's blood has pulled onto it, but no splatter. Kitchen's a mess, more soot, more ash, and a large amount of blank hovering near the top of the ceiling, making it hard to breathe. Maybe oil? Lingering smell of, or gasoline. Of redacted, most likely from stove. There's footprints of soot leading out of the kitchen, but none leading in. Tools are scattered around the oven, the hatch of which has been screwed off. This is where most of the damage is. We opened some windows on our way out, but it's going to be a long time before they get the smell of blank out. The rest of the apartment is not noteworthy. Small bedroom almost entirely covered by the bed, kitchen table, and chairs moved by the side of the hall. Bathroom small and cramped. Nothing of interest in here except the body and the kitchen, both of which appear like closed cases. Addendum 424. Saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard. To the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my abilities. Oh my god. Here's a statement from the first officer. Let's see. So I was thinking if I want to keep these 30 to 45, I'd probably do maybe one part for each, one thing of each character. But this one's going kind of long, so I guess whatever is the next character, we'll have to wait for part 2. Statement number 2. This is from the comp. At 11:02 on 4/23rd, police dispatch received an emergency call from a tenant on the 3rd floor in a tenement block in West End, citing domestic altercations as a cause of concern. Additionally mentioning having noticed smoke from the downstairs apartment. Home of Stone Caster, Beaver, mid-20s, and Roe Ileana. 2 officers, including myself, were dispatched and arrived at the scene around 11:42. Upon arrival, Stone acted with hostility and refused the officer's entries to his home. After hearing sounds of distress from inside the apartment, Officer Redacted and I breached the door to the apartment. Stone was wearing only pants and shoes, and his hands and face were dirtied. The apartment smelled of smoke, and there was a small amount of it still in the ceiling. Immediately upon entry, Stone began acting in a menacing manner, holding a blunt instrument in his left hand. Roe was acting hysterically, and all attempts to calm her were met with angry dismissal. Officer Redacted drew his service weapon and asked Stone to step down. During this time, I entered the kitchen to find it in a state of disarray. The oven was open, and scattered around it were crude tools. The oven hatch was torn from it, and there was a strong smell of electrical and wood burn. At this point, I heard a loud yelp from the hall, followed by a gunshot. I drew my service weapon, entered the hall, and found that Officer Redacted had discharged his service weapon, hitting Stone in the abdomen. Seeing that my partner had been injured, I determined that Stone was still a threat and discharged my service weapon twice. Stone was hit in the chest both times, dropped to the ground. Rose was in a lot of distress, lashing out in a threatening manner, and was taken into custody for impeding a police investigation. Officer Redacted placed a call to dispatch, and we remained at the scene with Roe in custody in the patrol car. Coroner and detectives arrived at 12:09 Our initial statements were taken and the body was removed from the premises. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard, and to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation. Okay. So this is the redacted. Was present during the testimony of Officer Redacted and confirmed the events of the report. For clarity, questions pertaining to the first time a service weapon was discharged were asked and make up the totality of this report. After I drew my service weapon and Officer Redacted left to investigate the remainder of the apartment, Stone began making threats and insulting me and my partner. I asked Stone repeatedly to stand down, which he refused. Eventually, Stone charged at me with a sharp object, stabbing in my left arm. I discharged my service weapon, which hit Stone in the abdomen, causing Stone to back up a few steps. Officer Redacted entered the hall shortly after and subdued Stone further. I saw nothing that would have... Okay. They keep... That one little line about... I saw nothing that would indicate a fire hazard. Questionable. I met Dorsey at the fire station. Good man, very helpful. Can probably trust his report. At 13:45 on April 23rd, fire department was informed of a potential fire in an apartment building. Blah blah blah. Firefighters were deployed at 13:50 and arrived at the scene at 14:12. At an undetermined time prior to arrival, a large explosion on the second floor, later confirmed to be an ignited gas leak, exacerbated the situation, and the deployed firefighters took necessary steps to evacuate the buildings. After the explosion, the fire was centralized in the first and second floor, with the third in the process of being engulfed. The fire was contained in the single building, and efforts to put out the fires went on until 1655, at which time it was considered mostly contained. The efforts were continued until 1845, at which point the fire had been extinguished completely. The entire area was sectioned off and searching for survivors and victims of the fire continued until 1400 on the 24th, with additional damage control and sectioning done at 11:05 on the 25th. The area is considered completely secured and will be opened for demolition on the 30th. So, hold on, they killed him at what time? I mean, the other guy had more specific times. They got to the scene at 11:42. And the coroner arrived at 12:09. And then the explosion happened after that. That's not weird. It's kind of weird. From what Wayne told me, his original write-up got so edited he felt worried about putting his name on this one. Fire in West End claims innocent victims, West End, blah blah blah. A fire erupted in an apartment Wednesday. Wow. Yeah. Claiming the entire building in its wake. Although some tenants were successfully evacuated, many lives were lost during the disastrous fire. Exact number of fatalities have yet to be disclosed, as efforts are ongoing to search for the remains of the building. Thanks to the city's finest, however, the fire was contained to a single building and no further damage was done to the surrounding building. Oh my god, that was a lot. That was a lot of reading. Holy shit. Alright, it's Lucas. Keep staring at that screen like that and your eyes will go square. Hey, hun. What? People say that? Caring, logical, driven. Hey, baby, give me 1 second, alright? Not how it works, and you know that. Hey, honey. Lucas, didn't hear you back. Welcome home, babe. I don't really like that as a response, but I like that trait. Fuck. Let's go with caring though, because we know Renee. And I think this is the most vulnerable we get to see her. So good to be home. Have you been working on this all day? Have I? What's the time? Making decent progress too. Has there been any ovine furries yet? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay. Yeah, of course. No, I don't think there was any bovines from what I remember. Actually, there was. I think there was. I think there was an ox, if I'm remembering correctly. Which is close enough. Alright, well, how about I order us some dinner and we work our way through it together? Depends on what you order. I missed it. I was well, at least not in this game yet. No, not yet. But in Backbone, I believe there was. I got something in mind for you. So what's got you distracted? Hey, yo, was he flirting with me? Do you see his oxtail? Yeah, we were eating it. Huh? Yeah, there's fire. I do. So you're working on the article, huh? Trying to, at least. Yeah? Well, how's your investigation going? Didn't you say your edit guy was asking for it earlier? Edit guide's editor. Investigation's slow. I can't help but feel I'm missing. He wanted something more basic. You're not giving him something basic, are you? Something basic about this case. So you keep saying, alright, partner, let's figure it out. Walk me through it. Is he like a detective? Like, what's his deal? Where do you want me to start? Let's start at the beginning. Tell me about the fire. There were 2 calls about it, right? Where did it start? Yeah, it was somewhere below the 3rd floor. How do you know? It was spreading to the 3rd floor when the firefighter. Someone on the 3rd floor mentioned smoke from downstairs. Lucas sees your point. Right, so by process of elimination, I follow. It's not exactly precise, is it? It's all the aftermath. I don't think there was anything precise about it. It's important stuff. Let's keep it in mind. Alright, when did the fire first start? Or the first call? What? Hold on. Oh, I gotta do that. Right. Oh, okay, yeah, so before 11:02. Okay. Right. And how do we know that again? First call mentions smoke. But the 2 officers who responded didn't see any fires, did they? Only remains of a small one. Maybe they lied or omitted it from their report. Only remains of a small one. I don't know, Renee. I don't think the officers nor Stone would have let any fire they saw get out of hand. I suppose so. Oh, I meant like only remains like soot and stuff like that. Not so sure. Give me a break, Renee. You don't believe that. Come on now. Anything else about the fire that stands out? That was one thing. Yeah. First emergency call made mention of smoke, but only cops showed up. Yeah, that's weird. There are no records of who made the second call. Cops saw signs of a fire, but didn't alert the fire department. All the police reports have the same passage at the end. All of these? Yeah, all of these. What? I'm not entirely sure how they phrased it, but maybe they focused on something else during the call? Yeah, I mean, they did focus. I wish they hadn't just sent a couple cops over. They did say physical altercation was mentioned, so that could be, you know. But I feel like if you would do both then, right? If you mention of smoke and physical altercation. We usually don't omit that. Maybe it was done from a payphone or something, anonymously. Or maybe it was omitted this time. Well, you don't... I feel like, hey, fire! You wouldn't really... Cops saw a sign of a fire, but didn't alert the fire. Signs of a past fire, right? There are no flames and no cause of alarm. Why would they have called it in? Neglect. I know that looks weird, but I'm pretty sure that's just standard procedure. There's usually some legal jargon that needs to be added to statements to cover all bases. Yeah, that was it. Okay, I know you're interested in this part, so let's go over it. Tell me about when the cops show up. Someone didn't want to let them in. That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up uninvited, much less have them enter their homes. Was there a reason for the officers to be suspicious? Stone was antagonistic. They heard a distress fire. Like I said, Renee, most people are a little wary of police showing up. Makes them worry they've done something wrong. You don't think there was... If they have, they tend to get pretty worked up. It's not much in the way of evidence, but if someone's really confrontational, there's usually something up. Alright, go on then. What? Cops get inside. Stone lets them in. I forgot. What? Yee. Good. So Stone calmed down eventually. What was the situation once they were inside? Wasn't he? Yeah, bro, I read all that. Oh, they breached the door. He didn't let them in. Whoops. Yeah, he was being menacing. Yep. That checks out. Yeah, in what way? Insult them. Actionable, but not cause to use force. Unless he was incredibly vile, I suppose. Then what happened? They investigated the kitchen. Oh, right. I think I remember this part. The first officer goes into the kitchen, hears a yell, and comes back. Do we know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? The stories don't add up. They don't add up. What are the discrepancies? It's got to do with Stone attacking the other cop. Right. Does that report specify how? Like I said, he insulted and threatened the cop, then attacked. Oh, right, and with what? A sharp object. He came at them with a weapon, and they responded with force. I'm sorry, Renee, but this is all... No, he stabs him, but he has a blunt object. Me neither, but it is what it is. I suppose so. Doing okay this whole thing, this whole case, it's a lot, isn't it? It's okay. I've seen worse. I'll try not to get used to it. What about you? Fuck you, Lucas. I think it's an awful case. I think it's horrible. But I also think you're looking for something that isn't there. Maybe you're looking for someone to blame. It's not about blame. It's about those officers being held accountable for what they did. Maybe sometimes. But it's not an easy job. These are people that put their lives on the line every single day and get very little thanks for it. That fire they could have stopped. Stone got even less. I know you want to believe the best in people, Renee. I understand. But Stone, as far as we can tell, attacked the officer. That's that. See it. Hey, let's just get dinner, okay? You've had a long day. I've had a long day. Let's just step away from this for a bit, okay? I don't know if I can, Lucas. Step away. No, Lucas, this is important. Listen, I'll go take care of dinner. You focus on what you need to. However I can help, I will, alright? Alright, thanks. Alright, yeah. I screwed up by not being able to convince him, but I would... Fuck. You failed to convince Lucas about your suspicions regarding the case. That sucks. You focus on your caring, empathetic side. Oh, so I still could have gone from there to from the correct one. So even though I was being empathetic, that didn't affect things. Boo. Screw Lucas. He's a... Yeah, screw Lucas. Fuck Lucas. All my homies hate Lucas. Alright, so that's the end of part 1. What? I mean, I'm going to keep going for the stream, but at least for the recording. We hit about 48 minutes. That's alright. Maybe next we get to Eli's story. Who the hell's Eli? So, I don't remember Eli in the first game. I remember everybody else, but we'll see. Alright, so for part 1,